Hi hiker, everyone. Hi hiker. I hope you've all been having a fantastic day because personally, I have been having a bit of a, well, let's just call it a weird thing. So, if I would like to begin, so, following Sunday, where I tried to uninstall multiple things to get my game capture working at the same time as my OBS, and the game working at the same time as OBS as well, I ran into a bit of a tangent. See, I installed some drivers that theoretically reduce the memory OBS feature, which is something that was important at the moment, but I was, And following that, well, let's just say that OBS Studio, let's just say that those drivers, not OBS Studio, but those drivers, it turns out that those drivers have a very, very, very big impact on my upload speed negatively. I was uploading in like 400, 500 kilobits per second for some reason. Kind of ridiculous. Not just kind of, it's absolutely ridiculous. Who can even use 400, 500 kilobits per second? It even affected my Twitter account, which I discovered before realizing, oh, maybe it's the drivers. Huh. Well, I will go fix that. And so I fixed that. And so the stream is late. And so it's a little stuck. But, hey, I fixed the problem that I had. So I'm pretty happy with myself today. More productive than ever before. Or actually, it's not more productive than ever before, but it is actually productive. Now there is just one thing that I need to find out. Yes. Oh, apparently the problem is bias. I love fixing problems. Problems that I myself have created for some reason. I have no clue why. Just a bit annoying. You know how it goes sometimes, though. You know how it goes. But we're not here to talk about computer problems, scuffness, and stuff like that. No, we are here to talk about Final Fantasy XIV, or rather, play Final Fantasy XIV instead of talking about it. And with that, let me just window. There we go. There we go. And here. Final Fantasy XIV, otherwise known as 14, otherwise known as... Why does this thing have so many ways to say its name? Honestly, it's probably just better to call it Final Fantasy XIV and be done with it. Now, where we last left off, I was just in Limsa Lominsa doing a quest. Ah, I can see that I am going into a very interesting scenario here. Right, so through the gate is an achievement that's recommended. No, I would not like to open the lodestone, thank you. You've asked me this several times, but I still would not like to. Alright, on to Summerford or report to the Arcanist Guild. Right. Arcanist Guild reporting for duty. There we go. There we go. Da, 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 da. Right, so this is the Arcanist Guild, which we were using last time because we are an Arcanist. Summon Carbuncle. We've got Ruin, we've got Physic, we've got Radiant Aegis, Gemshine, Ether Charge, and Summon Ruby. So Ether Charge increases the potency of those. Can only be executed in combat. Gemshines channels the elemental attunement to attack the enemy. And Summon Ruby summons the Ruby Carbuncle, of course. I think you can do it under Ruby Arcanum. And I forget. Oh, yeah. The Carbuncle can also be used to create a thingy barrier. Oh, look at this. Friends. Yeah, goblin. A bunch of friends. All standing there in a line. Okay, let's talk. Welcome back, Ico. It appears your coordination with Carbuncle is progressing at a satisfactory pace. Shall we test your growing acumen with a more practical examination? Our work at Mayalvin's Gate requires us to inspect and record the contents of incoming cargo. To simulate such a task, I have had several crates transported to the cliff south of Zephyr Gate. I want you to examine those crates, then return the inspected cargo here to me. You would be surprised at the depths to which some merchant sinks to deter our customs agents from performing thorough investigations. False bottoms, rotting foodstuff, flesh-eating vilekin. I suggest you be prepared for any eventuality. Indeed, I shall be prepared for any eventuality, my guildmaster. Right then. Oh yeah, also, Limsa Lominsa. I think I quickly need to go to the Fisherman's Guild, but first Hawker's Alley, then down to the Fisherman's Guild, then the Culinarians and Marauders Guild. That was the Aft Castle. That was not Hawker's Alley. Hawker's Alley is here. I need to go to the Aft Castle. Hawker's Alley. To go down to the Fisherman's Guild. Fisher's Guild, whatever it's called. Down here. Down these steps. As you can clearly see, there is this, which I can fall down onto. That's an easy way to skip the places in Final Fantasy XIV, by the way. You can just jump down a lot. Jump around, jump down, and jump. I think I accidentally got into my head some song called, well, you know, whatever that song is called that's like, jump up and get down. Well, it's not called, but it's like that, if you know what I mean. Anyways, let's go. Let us go. Go through here quickly. And this I am doing for a reason, by the way, because this allows you to get to the gates much faster than, well, you know, just ordinarily doing it would. Because, say, you do this, attune to this here. And boom. You now have an extra attunement. Now that might not look so simple or so important, but what matters isn't this attunement, it's the next attunement. Well, you'd probably already know that if you know anything about Final Fantasy XIV, or also is that no, that's just a beret. Just a beret. I was wondering if that was a One Piece Zoro cosplay. Zoro cosplay, but it's just a beret. Okay, so final attunement done, and this means I can now teleport to the Zephyr Gate, Tempest Gate, and airship landing from the Aetheryte. I'm pretty sure the airship landing requires you to have a certain thing to do stuff. Oh yeah, by the way, this 100% experience plus rate thing, that's the road to 80. On certain servers, well, let's just say certain servers give you a lot of extra things. Okay, so just in case, let me just quickly summon this carbuncle. Right, so with carbuncle, I'll do a quick crate interaction. Oh no, that's just crate. Attacking these tree slugs? That's a bit of a weird tree slug. So, Radiant Aegis seems decent. Oh, no, not the wolf rat, not the wolf rat. The tree slugs. I want to attack the tree slug. And Ruby Ruin. And finally, interact with the practice crate, which, by the way, you can just clip inside. This game sure is definitely a very good thing. Very well tuned, very fine tuned game. My favorite among the fine tuned games. Now let's see. Oh, who's this? Someone's reading a book right there, huh? I am not a threat. Pray ignore my presence for the present and allow me a moment to concentrate. Not a threat, huh? I see. The reaction to my sudden appearance was within expected parameters. But I must admit I did not expect so proficient a performance against the enemies set against you. Yet, effective though your tactics were, I spied much room for improvement. As I watched you battle, the wheels of my mind whirled into motion, as they are wont to do, of course, inventing other possible strategies you might have employed. I love the reaction. Let's see. Taking into account your current level of ability, factoring the etheric constant, multiplying by the number of opponents, then applying your tactics to other potential combat scenarios. Oh dear. My calculations indicate failure upon encountering threat level 9785. Well, we'll have to see what we can do about that. Though the opportune window to do so has passed, I would nevertheless introduce myself. I am Calihia, a Mielven's Gate assessor. Acting Guildmaster the Big Game elected me to oversee your training and provide any necessary guidance and instructions in the field of Arcanema. All right then, my friend. All right then, my friend Calihia. From what I have observed thus far, you have an admirable grasp of the fundamentals. I do, however, wish to confirm one small detail. Regarding your choice of arcane geometries, what factor most influences your actions during a battle? Honestly, I just do what feels right. That just describes what I do with every game, honestly. Aha! Just as I predicted. And now I have the final element needed to perform another calculation. The probability of you becoming an arcanist of note is 90%, give or take 0.5%. Yes, the certainty is quite high. After all, I only know of one other practitioner who responded to my question in the same manner. It was the man who bestowed upon me this grimoire, the guildmaster himself. While our inscrutable leader is, as I'm sure you've heard, on an indefinite leave of absence, he did leave us with his most notorious saying to date. Strategy is a tool used to manipulate one's situation into the desired reality. Ah, I see. No matter how gifted you and I might be, however, the instantaneous manipulation of reality that might cause us to suddenly become mighty arcanists is unfortunately beyond our present abilities. Discipline and experience is the finest strategy in this case. Indeed, indeed. You have to be disciplined, experienced, and practice. That's basically how it is for any skill, up to and including streaming, by the way. Practice streaming, by the way. If you want to start streaming, just practice, 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 practice. Sorry about that. Anyways, I suggest you continue to focus on refining your aptitude with carbuncle. Mastery with an arcane entity will greatly improve your success as a wield of arcanema. Here ends your lesson for today. Pray return to the guild. I believe Mistress Stubbergame is awaiting some inspected cargo. And what of myself? I'm off to the fields, of course. The tactics I reasoned out early must be attempted in real-life scenarios. Theory is all well and good, but there is no substitute for actual combat. We will meet again soon. All right. See ya later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, girl. All right, so what I want to do is return to the Limsa decks. Returning is important because it allows you to go wherever you want. A nice cup of tea. Alright, so let's quickly, Arcanist go away. And there we go. Okay, so Rabara. Oh, I never actually unsummoned my carbuncle. I see. Oh. And there we go. Okay. The beer game. Ah, Aiko, have you returned with the cargo? Yes, everything seems to be in order, relatively clear of blood and other gore. That can be something of a problem in our profession, you understand? I also had word from Kalihia regarding your performance. He seemed eager to continue your training, and at last, I'll admit, but the guild can boast no finer mind for tactics. You would do well to heed the instructions she offers, particularly that which touches on the diligent approach to our art. Did you perhaps notice the battered tome Kalihia carries? That initiate's grimoire has served her from the day she entered the guild. She has her reasons, but it's admittedly strange to see it kept all the way to her present position as Overseer. I fear such an intense focus on Arcanema has led her to overlook other important aspects of life. As our master strategist guides your Arcanist training, I hope that you might return the favor and help to broaden her own perspective somewhat. But enough of the such matters for the moment. You have done well this day, Aiko. Continue your practice with Carbuncle, as Calihia has bid. I will be here when the time comes for your next lesson. All right, nice. So I get a new grimoire, custom-made robe of casting, a hempen hat. Hempen hat is the quintessential witch's hat, which is also dyed something black. I don't know exactly what black, but I think I shall take the custom robe of craft casting. All right, then. Learned a roll action. Now you see, roll actions are pretty important. But what you actually want to do is you want to keep your roll actions around here. Actions and traits. So, on 7, roll, addle, here. LT, sprint here. You don't need to jump, thankfully. So, and now, system character configuration, hotbar settings, cross hotbar. Okay, so cross hotbar should be custom display 7 left, 7 right, and 7 left. Oh wait, no. LT, RT, right, RT, LT, left. Now this goes to 7 left, 8, 7 right. There we go. Got the hotbars set up. Now you see, this is very important. You want to have your hotbars set up like this. Like seriously. You really want your hotbars to be set up like this. Otherwise, in the end game of the game, things do not go so well. Now then, time to go to Summerford, which is in Middle Lenosha. I see. Go to the quick little Ethernet shard here and go to Middle Lominsa. Middle Lenosha. Not Middle Lominsa. Middle Lenosha. That's it. Alright. Fun fact. You can press the left bumper, at least in controller mode, to make it so that you permanently are non-stop running regardless of what's happening to your actual character. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. So that means when you run, you can run real fast. And this is called a fate. A full activity time event or something. I think I might have explained them already, but you know. And these are mandragoras, by the way. What mandragoras do is they are plant people. Tiny little plant people. Oh, wait, not exactly plant people, but they are plant creatures who do plant thingies. Alright. Taken out. Ruby Ruin. The Ruby Ruin is genuinely a pretty cool thing, though. First things first, I gotta get rid of these mandragoras. Not only did the calamity bring with it destruction, pain, and suffering, but it also brought with it mandragoras. Thousands and thousands of mandragoras. Mandragoras who, if not dealt with swiftly and firmly, will continue to multiply until the land is overrun with the creatures. Alright, Ruin, and now I can summon the Ruby Carbuncle. And use Ruby Ruin, which gives me one last Ruby Ruin charge, I think. Physic allows me to survive. Arcanist is, well, let's just say it's basically one of the most versatile starting classes in the game. It's probably the best for a first time try, because, well, you see, with Arcanist, essentially what you have to do is fight them. Well, not just fight them, but like, with Arcanist, you have a summon ability that summons the Ruby Carbuncle, and the Ruby Carbuncle lets you fight. Right. Fate rewards. Once a fate is complete, a window detailing your reward will be displayed. Rewards are distributed to all event participants and are based not only on success, but on individual contributions. Individual contributions. Not individual. Individual sounds like some sort of thing that someone created that's all like, you know, weird and stuff. I wonder what an individual is. Or maybe it's some kind of indivisible vegetable. That would make sense. Individual does sound like individual and vegetable combined, so it being an indivisible vegetable or an individual, it being an invisible vegetable, no, an individual vegetable or an individual, it being an individual vegetable or an invisible vegetable would both make some sense. There we go. That wasn't so hard now. Well, actually, it really was hard. But, excuse me. Not good at speak wording. Speak words hard.
Ah, you must be the adventurer Bedaron promised to send along. Ikoyaku, is it? You honor his words, so that's a good start. I am stale weird. The old bastard as Bedaron likely described me, and this here is my humble orchard. A good number of the lads and lasses working here once terrorized the high seas. And if you're wondering why I employ these scrags, well, they used to crew my pirate ship. But the calamity did for our ship what it did for so many others, and I was sore wounded into the bargain. I had to feed myself and my crew somehow, and Admiral Merville's initiative to get us landlocked buccaneers work in the fields seemed too fine an offer to refuse.
I see. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, who's this? He doesn't look very nice. Well, turns out you can take the pirate away from the sea, but you can't take the sea away from the pirate. A lot of me blokes just never took to tending the soil, you see.
And unfortunately, the botanists I called in to train them have been wringing their hands in lack despair. With so much work piling up, I need a tougher soul like you to step in and help where it's needed. Alright. I suppose I will do that. I guess I'll take y'all to the left of thigh boots then. And also, equip. Recommended gear. See, the thing about recommended gear is it equips things easily. And look, this is me now. Nice Arcanist here. Alright. I have a mind to set your task, Yakumo, but before I do, I need to be sure you're properly kitted out. Pirates don't care to parley with dandies, you understand. It might well be that the ones here have traded in their cutlasses for coulters, but they're still dogs at heart. I know a solid set of gear when I see one. Come back when you think you're well equipped. Oh, okay, so I have to get gear. Nice. Current item level is 5? I have level 5, level 5, level 5, level 5. Yep, there we go. Head, body, hands, legs, and feet. Oh, I need to use the head as well. Okay. Well, that is slightly annoying. Let me just say, but at least I have the ability to teleport back to Limsa Lominsa once I get this etherite, which I shall get now. With this second etherite, I now have access to the ability to teleport. Oh, look at the carbuncle! So adorable. So, basically, go back to Limsa Lominsa lower decks, go to Hawker's Alley, buy a hat. Or something. But that would also require me to set... Sorry. Just sudden... surprised me. Really surprised me. Alright, Battlecraft Supplier. Fieldcraft Supplier. I think it's the Battlecraft Supplier. No, that is the weaponry. Diemonger, no. Grip Exchange, Collectibles, Razor, Materia Melder, nope. I think it's the other way. So I go over here, Independent Jeweler, no. This is probably the armory place. Iron Thunder, Disciple of Magic gear. And purchase gear level 1 to 9, and let's see. Oh, it's a hempen hat. How nice. Well, I need a bit more money first before I can do that. It seems. Well, looks like I have to do a couple of small quests. Oh, Sweet Nick's Rosy Cheeks. Alright. I'll do your quest, Sweet Nick's. Sweet Nick's is beauteous, gubby, and crafty smart trade maker. Sweet Nick's makes busy deal with uplanders. Need deliver letter to Gate of Milvan, but Sweet Nick's has liver steaks. Uplander walks the Gate of Milvan for Sweet Nick's. Uplander delivers letter for Sweet Nick. To text lady Patata? Alright, I'll do that, Sweet Nick. Now where would that be? The Limsa Lominsa Arcanist Guild, which is also the place where all the, things are. The things. Whereas Sweet Nick's with those import records, without the proper documentation,
I am afraid shall have to expel him from the city. There we go. Why, these are Sweet Nix's records. Glad I am to see they were submitted in time. Honestly, you would think that goblin would have lost his fear of our officers by now. Every month he is to submit these papers, and every month his tardiness forces me to consider his removal. As long as one allows proper procedure, Limsa Lominsa is quite welcoming of foreign traders. Pray convey these words to Sweet Nix. Perhaps it will aid in soothing the poor goblin's fears. I wonder what all these things are for. You know, things. Things that are thingy things. Thingy McThingersons, or something. Okay, back to the Etherite Plaza. Directly here. And hand it into Sweet Nix. Uplander delivered letter to gate of Mialvan. Uplander has wide heart and swift legs. Tax Lady Pataja has kind backwards for Sweet Nix. Sweet Nix has outflow of joy for Tax Lady Pataja. Sweet Nix is happy goblin. Gives Uplander jingly shine. And there we go. A quest complete. With just enough money to get me a quick little hempen hat. Battlecraft supply at Disciple of Magic, level 1 to 9. Hempen hat. Or maybe hempen coif. No, hempen hat, obviously. Which means I now have enough. And I now look very wizardly. Very, very wizardly. Wizardly, witchly, whatever. Oh, puppy. 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 I love him. Alright. Now let's be off. To the Stale Weird place. Or at least to the place where Stale Weird is. Stale... Oh, no, his name's probably pronounced Stalevern. Since Malavib's name is pronounced Malavib, so he's probably pronounced Stalevern. By the way, did you know, fun fact, the Rogadins, who are the ogre orc equivalent thingies of Final Fantasy XIV, are essentially a lot cooler than you would imagine. All of their names share the same kind of naming scheme, but it is also very slightly different. That does not look like a mossless Gubu. See, Gubus have moss. This one's supposed to be mossless, but it does have moss on its back, in case you just missed the moss that was, you know, directly on its back. Anyway, might as well do some hunting log update. 1, 2, and... Oh, right. Hold up, let me just quickly hard layout, progress bar, no, target bar. Yeah, settings on this. Display element info independently. Save target info progress bar. Now, I want to have this target info progress bar much larger because you see. Oh, not transparent. Not transparent. Let's say 300%. And that's good. That's good. I think. No, not physics. Not physics. There we go. Oh, viable. See? See how much of a difference it makes? You don't have to actually look down at the bottom of your thing. Well, look up from the top of your thing to go down to the bottom of your thing to do things. But there we go. A hunting log complete. I think I've already done some. There's lost lands in Middle Lanosia, which is here. Zephyr Drift. I think, right? This is Middle Lanosia, right? It is Little Lanosia. Yep, indeed. Now, time for Stalevan. Oh, I probably could have bought something from here, couldn't I? Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. 50 years of farming have taught me the songs of the soil and the words of the wind. Now the men come in from the sea and wish to hear them. It is good to know that knowledge will not die with me. Indeed it is, friend. Indeed it is very good to know. Dalevan, let's have a talk with you. Oh, as long as you're this covered, I won't feel any guilt throwing you to the sharks. Erstwhile buccaneers are an ornery lot. They rage in love for the sea and care little for the laws of the land. But they respect strengths, and by the looks of you, I'll say you have little trouble getting their attention. Alright, sir. Money, by the way. Ba-da-da-da. This means I have learnt the action Festa, which deals unexpected damage, but it costs 1 from the Aether Flow. Grants 2 stacks of fire attunement. Grants ether charge. Additional effects grants ruby arcanum. Well, I suppose that makes sense. Ah, Yakumo, that aura of confidence tells me you've not been idle since we last met. I hope I've read you all right. For I have a task that requires the attention of a capable adventurer. Might that adventurer be you? Indeed, it might be me. Oh, I should probably read that thing. Good to hear. Then I shall lay before you the sorry tale. You will have heard rumors of the abductions. Aye, citizens have been disappearing from every corner of Limsa Lominsa, as if plucked from the face of the earth. Of Highland, boots and all, by an unseen hand. And what's this got to do with Summerford Farms, you might ask? Well, that remains to be seen, but it seems a collection of right unsavory fellows with azure-tattooed faces has been creeping up to the edges of the fields and spying on my yeomen. Oh, Alfonso. Hi, hiker. Black Mage Gaming. Technically, it's Arcanist Gaming, but indeed well, Black Mage is pretty cool. I play Black Mage on my non-stream account, but excuse me for a second. I play Black Mage on my non-stream account, but this is Arcanist because I want to summon primals. Anyway, how are you doing? Now, I doubt anyone would enjoy it being scrutinized by such savages as the best of the times, but the form hands are convinced that they're kidnappers of rumor come for their hide. I see, Stalevin. Needless to say, they're beside themselves with worry, and their work's suffering for it, which is the very last thing I need when my old
crewmen are still getting used to their new jobs. 'Tis a struggle to get 'em to leave the farmhouse of a morning. Pretty good? Just work out? Nice, nice. I hope you will have a good day today, then. Because waking up is... Well, actually, technically, waking up is something that happens for everyone every single day. But indeed, it's sometimes cool, sometimes annoying. Cool when you're having the nightmares, annoying when you're not having the nightmares and you're having sweet dreams instead. That is, as they say, where you come in. Would you be willing to investigate these tattooed thugs for me? Of course, Stalevan. I would. Good lass. The sooner we get to the bottom of this, the sooner this place will start to resemble a working farm again. Speaking of the nightmares, I don't like to talk about the nightmares. I'm being silly. I don't really have many nightmares. I only occasionally have them, but they are not very good for me. I don't like them. But nightmares are just generally not a good thing in general to have. Excuse me for a sec. I suggest you begin by having a look around the Songkrator. If reports are to believe, unwelcome visitors have occupied the place. Be careful though, Yakmo. I couldn't say for sure what manner of miscreants we're dealing with here. If they are the kidnappers, well, just be on your guard, all right? Of course I shall, Stalevan. But seriously, if there is a way that you have had a nightmare before, let's check this. Using energy drain fills the ether flow gauge, which is required to perform certain actions. Energy drain. Radiant Aegis can probably go here. Remove teleport. And put energy drain here. The trance gauge indicates the time remaining for the effects of ether charge. Executing it also grants Ruby Arcanum, which is used to summon Ruby Carbuncle. Upon reaching level 15, it'll grant Topaz Arcanum for the summoning of Topaz Carbuncle, and Emerald Arcanum for the summoning of Emerald Carbuncle. I see. But for now, it's time to go on an adventure. Well, technically, I'm already going on an adventure in the middle of one right now. Oh, wow. That seems to be a big fight. I wonder what levels they are. They're level 7? That's not very good. I do not want this person to die. In that case, I shall do this. You can energy drain and instant kill people. I see. Well, technically not instant kill people, but energy drain does a lot and increases your thing and gives you stuff that doesn't cost anything at all. Nice. Overpower? Sure. Right, you go over there and I will dodge you. These pirates are coming to attack me. So I don't worry about the pirates because it's not very much to worry about here. I'm just gonna kill the pirates, you know? Killing those pirates. Gonna heal you up with the physics. Which, by the way, physics really cool because it can both heal yourself and heal your opponents. And by your opponents, I mean... well, your allies, your party members, stuff like that. As a nominal DPS... Nice. As a nominal DPS, well, not nominal. Actually, it's very, very much unnominal DPS. I am able to
survive better by healing myself. I'm pretty sure the only class that actually doesn't have a self-heal is the, what's it called? The Black Mage. But, you know, Black Mage is different. Despite being pretty cool, so if you ask me. Ah, yes. And here we see the grotto. The Sea Stone Grotto, as a matter... Sea Song Grotto, as a matter of fact. Oh, some bogies? I think I should probably get rid of them before. You know. Actually getting there. Now, Fetters is very, very strong. It's very strong after energy draining, and let me just, bogey number 3. Bogey number 3. Bogey number 3, bogey number 3, bogey number 3. Right. Level 11. Leveled up. And I haven't actually learned anything. Right. Let's see what's up with this stone monument. You're about to enter an instant battle. Take a moment to read the information displayed in the active help window before answering the call of duty. Special instances, they're reserved for important battles which feature unique environmental conditions or powerful boss enemies. Instance objectives can be confirmed in the duty list, which is, you know. And for the duration of the battle, you'll be unable to pass the red line. All right, level 9.
I am the waves that bear. I am the winds that guide. I am the evening stars. I am the morning sky. I am born of the sea, and there shall
And
I die.
here we meet the first of our friends.
Thus reads the sailor's requiem.
The cultured
carved into
conjurer.
yonder stone.
Otherwise known as... Well, I don't know if she introduces herself just yet.
Such words well describe the manner
But
in which the citizens of Limsa Lominsa live their lives. It is both a litany against misfortune for those out on the waves.
And also... talking about
And a
happiness?
prayer that the souls
Oh,
of
a
those
prayer,
who perish
prayer,
in
I
land
think.
might
Got
find
it,
their
got it.
way back
Thank
to the
you,
sea.
cultured conjurer friend.
Ah, you are the adventurer I've seen around Summerford Farms.
Indeed, I am the adventurer that has been around Sunford Farms. Unfortunately, or better yet, fortunately,
I thought myself on the trail of the kittens, but it would seem I have missed my mark.
sorry about that.
Or perhaps not.
Well, that's a goober. That is
As I
certainly a goober.
suspected, the etheric disturbance here is no natural occurrence, nor is it a coincidence that the two of us should come here in search of those responsible for the disappearances, only to be attacked.
Either way, ether's basically mana. Just think about it that way. And stuff.
But who stands to benefit from the keeping of this secret? Oh,
The
such
command,
thoughts must
the
wait.
kidnappers,
Let us
obviously.
attend to the task at hand, unpleasant though it be.
Alright, let's go. Look at that puny little stick, actually. Alright, so level sync prevents me from using energy drain. But at the same time, I should be just fine. Alright, summon the Ruby Carbuncle. The Ruby Carbuncle should do a lot of damage. And with Ruby Ruin here, helping along. Oh wait, it's level 12? I didn't even notice actually, to be honest. No wonder it's taking a while to kill. Where the disruption of ether draws others to the fray. Sorry? Oh, let me handle those birdies. Another goober. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. This isn't good. This isn't good. This isn't good at all. Gotta get rid of these goobers. Or especially this goober, importantly. Level sync, by the way, that's just explaining it, is an important thing that syncs your level, gives you the desired experience. Right, so now that that's been done with, let's take a look at the group. How it's all going. Fallen over, dead.
Phew.
Few indeed, my friend. Few indeed. Oh, crystal? What's that? Oh, well, I'd better pick it up to find out. Oh, wait, what's that? It's picking itself up into my hand? Oh, interesting. And all of a sudden, bang! I am in the middle of this strange circle. Hexagram? I'm pretty sure it's a hexagram, actually, yeah. Counting things, hexagram is 6. Hex is 6. Penta is 5.
Feel.
Oh,
Think.
it's you. The person who was talking to me when I first appeared here. Nice. I see. Oh no. Oh no. That does not look like a very good thing at all. Looks a lot like things are not going to go well.
Crystal bearer.
Crystal bearer? Hmm? And that
I am
is...
Hydaelyn.
Oh,
All
that's
need
not
one.
Hydaelyn, by the way. That's just...
A light
let's
there
just
once
say...
was that shone throughout this realm, yet it hath since grown dim.
a light that's once shone throughout
And
this
as
realm.
it hath faltered, so
Darkness has risen up,
risen up in its stead,
presaging an end to life.
presaging an end to life. For the sake of all,
That doesn't
I
sound any
beseech
good.
thee, deliver us from this fate.
You might think this is Hydaelyn in her full
The power
capacity,
to banish the
but no,
darkness.
this isn't
dwelleth
Hydaelyn
in
either.
crystals of light. Journey forth and lay claim to them.
No. This is Hydaelyn. She's immense, massive, a massive, immense crystal
By
who's
thy
anyway,
deeds
so
shall the crystals
will reveal themselves.
to thee.
which means
Only
the more things I do,
believe, for the light liveth in thy heart.
the more things I do, the more crystals will come. Oh. Oh, more people. More than just me. There are a lot of people surrounding Hydaelyn. Got it. A lot of Echo Blessed adventurers.
Go now shine
Oh,
thy light on
maybe that's a
all
bit early,
creation.
but you know, Echo Blessed Adventurers. Well, I'll have to just explain that a little later when it actually comes along. Right, so.
Awake again, are we?
Yeah, I just
The
fainted.
poor creature's fury was kindled with cruel forethought. See this blade? I found it in
Arr.
Gubu's back. I have seen knives of
Poor
this kind
thing.
before. They are most commonly used for the cutting of rope. It would
Cutting of
appear
rope?
our culprits are seafaring men of some persuasion, piratical being the most probable. In any event,
Pirates.
you seem much
I
recovered from your
I
sudden
seen.
affliction.
Yep.
I confess, I was rather taken aback when you collapsed at the very moment of our victory. Mayhap a surfeit of ether?
Well, I would say it's more to do with the crystal that I found,
I beg
which
your
summoned
pardon.
me to a
A
towering
towering
crystal.
crystal. I'm sure I don't. Oh!
Yes, a towering
Well,
crystal.
well. This has been a day of unexpected revelations. I must continue my investigation.
Good to know, cultured conjurer.
In the meantime, I suggest you
Cultured
deliver
conjurer?
this knife to your patron, along with a
Oh.
warning concerning the pirate's probable involvement in this murky business.
All right,
The days
I
ahead
shall
promise little rest,
send it
I
to
fear.
Dalevam or Betaron, one of the two. Not sure which.
May our paths
I do
cross
still
again,
think,
under the light of the crystal.
or should I do Betaron? I guess Betaron is the patron more than anything, but you know. Oh, Dalevan, yeah. Dalevan. Gotcha. And may our paths cross again under the light of the crystal, indeed. Altered conjurer friend. May they cross indeed. If not in, well, something. I don't know. Right. Time to start jumping. Fun fact, you can jump over top of a lot of things. I'm pretty sure this is like a higher jump than most people in this world have, for instance. Like, seriously. You jump this high from a standing position. To be fair, at the same time, you are like this, how do I say it properly? You are this super soldier thingy person with magic, so guess that works. Well met, traveler. Might I interest you in a chocobo quarter? Ah, do not tell me this is your first visit to this stop. I shall update my register with your name so that you may access this location in the future. So porters, basically, you can hire them, can't control the birds, and they'll take the safest route and never get attacked. They're pretty cool. They make it so you don't have to worry about going anywhere at all. Well, generally speaking, at least. Speaking more specifically, you probably don't want to jump off of a porter. Because if you jump off of a porter, there is a significant chance that your boat, all of a sudden... I was gonna say all of a sudden aliens, but they're not aliens. They are monsters, creatures, beings of the night. Beasties. It's beasties. Yakumo, glad am I to see you safely return. Me lads were all gabbing about here in what sounded like old seven hells breaking loose near the grotto, and I feared I'd send you to your death. If you're in the middle of that commotion, I hope it yielded something of interest. Indeed it did. The blunt sailor's knife. this was used on the Goober. And I shall refrain from the voice acting of it now. A blade pulled from the back of a creature you saw at the cave, eh? I'd agree that such a knife would be a part of any seafaring man's kit. I'm starting to think that these ruffians are pirates, come to lure my farmhands back to a life of plunder. Only starting? Chances are they didn't take kindly to your appearance on their doorstep and set a maddened Gubu on you. The pirates have been adding to their numbers as of late. I'd best warn the lads and lasses in my employ to be on guard against their schemes. Indeed. Someone else, though, friend. Help. You met someone else at the grotto? A woman with a strange contraption. Ishtola. That's her name, by the way. Ishtola. It's pronounced Ishtola, not Yishtola. By the way, she is a part of a cat clan in the Mikote. She's been in Limsa Lominsa for a good while now. Her studies of the ether often bring her out to Summerford, so her presence at the grotto is hardly unusual. Good to know. She's an odd-looking lass, I'll grant you, but she's not the kind to associate with kidnappers. You may take my word for that. Where trust should be lacking is in those yeomen of mine who have yet to fully relinquish their pirate past. Their temptation to return to the free and easy life of a buccaneer may prove too strong to resist. And by their temptation, I mean the temptation. You have my thanks, Yakumo. If it weren't for the efforts of stalwart adventurers like yourself, this farm would be in a far worse state than it is. I see. Good to know. Just you keep on lending your talents to those in need, huh? Help bring Limsa the brighter future she deserves. Of course. Oh, eye drops. I see. It cures blindness? But what? I do not know about blindness. But I guess I'll take some other, I guess. Since that heals up the MP, and the MP normally has to regenerate. Well, in most cases. In Black Mage, it's just super easy to get a regeneration going. But this isn't Black Mage. That sea sloth Severin and his lot, never around when there's work to be done. I'd sooner hire you for the sake of getting things done. But the rapscallions would never learn. Round them up and let them know that Stalevern would like a word. And don't take no for an answer. Of course. So speak with the slacking human. Right. Oh wait, I can go in here. Oh wait, I could go in here the whole time. Silly me. So I've got to look for slackers. A bunch of slackers who are slacking off. Stay the 7 pals away from me, boys. You hear? Alright then. Alright then, I will stay away from your boys. Alright, water... Work? Ha! Can't work when me hands are full lifting this mug. You know, I'd wager me last guild you'll never guess what I'm drinking. Swill water. Well, you're right about the swill part. I reckon it might be worth a day of doing Stalewern's point. If it'll afford me a taste of proper grog. Nice, nice. First friend found. First friend found and well and buff F something? Not sure. What the proper word for this is? It's definitely something to do with the letter F, though. Around here, maybe? No. Oh, probably outside the gates, then. Despite the fact that it is inside the gates there. I'm sure it's just fate, and yep. Thozai Razai is outside the gates. Brr. how am I supposed to work on an empty stomach? Guess what I had for breakfast? Ash tuna? Well, gods, how'd you know? It's my breath, isn't it? It probably smells as wooden as the food tasted. But I know why you're here. I'd just as soon get some real food on me. But I ain't one to reject a summons from the captain. Alright, good to know you're at least like that. Bee cloud. Interesting that there's a bee cloud. Cloud of bees. I wonder what a full cloud of bees would look like, actually. I mean, seriously. Obviously, it's meant metaphorically, but if a literal cloud of bees were going to appear, what would that be like? Like, you look up into the sky, there's a cloud. But wait, it doesn't look like a cloud. It's actually bees. Like Dr. Bean from that Dr. Bean's show. It's just bees. Bees, bees, bees everywhere. Axes were made for splitting skulls, not stumps. You know what I did in my sailing days? Wanton slaughter. Alright. I reckon now I'll have to be satisfied taking my axe to the trees. Yeah, sorry. You can't just wantonly slaughter anyone who you have a problem with, unfortunately. I'm sorry, but that lies a path to criminality. Well, criminality? Is that a word? Well, I mean, criminality is a word, but is criminality a word in that specific context that applies to that thingy? Probably not. Probably not. Okay. Aylmer. So, Stale Van sent you. And what do you reckon I say to that? 5 saucier seeds to sow. Damn right, didn't get where I am by taking guff from any glorified gardeners. But I suppose I could see what he wants to get him off my back. Okay, Aylmer. Okay. I wonder what those saucier seeds are. Eh? 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 Well, I mean, it's kind of obvious what the saucier seeds are, but, like, you know, double entendres and Severin. The last, but absolutely not least, of the yeomen. Hi, I'm Severin. You the old man's errand girl now? Tell my dear old captain not to wet his britches. I'll be along. Oh, and just so we're clear, I don't care for landlubbers. Go find the chocobo you rode in on and ride on out. Wow. Go find the rudeness you rude in on and go rude out. That probably does not work as a pun. But I am going to use it regardless, because I like it and it sounds silly. Right. Go talk to Stalevin. Da, 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 da. That should level me up once more. And a leveled up aura is a cool aura. Well, I guess technically not really. But you know what I mean. Kind of. Maybe, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, stay over. You continue to impress, lass. All but Severin are accounted for. It's no fault of yours he squirmed out. I've let that worm wriggle through my fingers more times than I can count. But rest assured, the next time I see him, I'll put him squarely in the dirt where all such worms belong. Wow, that's definitely a way to put it. Pains me to say, but all the gil in the world can't buy loyalty. There are some like you who can be trusted, but then there are others. Until now, I've had no choice but to rely on Severin, even though I am full aware he's been doing shady deals behind my back. More than once I've heard of improper trading with goblins. I wouldn't be surprised, the least surprised, if that were happening right now. Not a bell ago, a sack of oranges vanished, as did Severin. I want you to find and confront the bastard for me, Yakumo. I'm sure there's wrongdoing afoot, so be sure to doubt anything that comes out of his mouth. Alright. Press X to doubt. Got it. Got it. Indeed, indeed, indeed. So let's see. Take a quick little look around. Go to Severin. Oh, actually, no. I should probably go to, what's it called? Ah, yes. Left, right. Actually, hold on. Let me fix my hotbar things. So, left, right. There we go. This would allow me to return to Limsa Lower Decks. And after returning to Limsa Lower Decks, of course, it is now time to get some Arcanist moments going. This really is an Arcanist moment. Alright. Arcanist Guild moment. Number 1. New quest. Alright. Right. Guild receptionist. Sure thingy thing. Acting guildmaster. The Dubia game wishes to assess the improvement of your Arcanema skills. Yes, Aiko, the time for your next lesson is upon us. You are keeping well, I trust. Taking the occasional brisk walk. One cannot form sound thoughts if one fails to maintain a sound body. Now, assuming you have been following Calichia's instructions, you should be ready to face the more dangerous threats found in western Lanosia. I speak of roselings and wild jackals. And yes, I would have you vanquish 3 of each. 'Tis the perfect sample size. The first acts as a preliminary test case, the second to test your hypotheses, the third to perfect the tactics you've devised. Speaking of which, I trust your strategy will consist of more than simply flinging ruin over and over again. You are not the novice you once were, and your skills in the field ought to reflect this. If you find yourself wanting for other approaches, consider an assault with ruin in tandem with attacks from your carbuncle. When timed appropriately, you can deal a crippling blow to your opponent. Indeed, I can. I can deal as crippling of a blow as I want. Where's Western Lanosia? Eastern, Western... Oh, no, this is the Hullbreaker Isles. Oh, wait, no. This is to the Wolf's Den. Western Lanosia is down there. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Hi, Aiko. How am I doing today? You noticed the 45-second video and feared the worst? Ah, yes. 45-second video. Well, you see, fun fact. I did indeed have a failure to not necessarily launch the game entirely. I'll be honest. What I did have a failure of was to run my stream. I had very horrible upload speeds because of new drivers I had downloaded, unfortunately. And those upload speeds were just absolutely terrible. They were like 500 kilobytes. And like, when it went to the kilobits per second thing in the bottom right of OBS, it was actually in the red. Really, really bad red. In the red is not good in certain situations. I have no idea why financially in the red is good and in the black is bad. But But outside of financial stuff, in the red is bad, but in the black or something is good. In the whatever is good. Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a great time. Hey, Hyco Locust. Hi, Hyco. Welcome, welcome. I am indeed having a good time. Doing some fantastic things. And by fantastic thingies, I mean having some fun. Where's Western? There's Western Lenosha. I need to go to the settlement and move to Western Lenosha. Well, not move to, but, you know, run to Western Lenosha. Well, at least you're alright now. That's what matters. Indeed. Indeed it is. It's what matters the absolute most. Being alright is very important. You don't want to be not alright after all. Being not alright means you're not alright. As a matter of fact. Ah yes, here are the jackals. So let's see. Let's give an energy drain. Ether charge. Fester from the carbuncles. Thank you, carbuncles. Hadfoot, huh? I see. I see. Interesting. That's not who I'm fighting, though. I'm fighting these jackals instead. I'm sorry, but I shall have to leave you to fight this giant boss on your own. Unfortunately. There we go, there we go. Dodge, dodge, dodge. Doggo never stood a chance. Indeed. Never a single chance. Well, technically they stood a single chance since they were standing. But I guess that doesn't really count. Or something. I should probably go to the dry docks to unlock, you know, the thing that is the thing. The thingy. Unlocking the etherite. Right. That is the teleport thingy. That's very important. Having a teleport thingy everywhere is super important, actually. And you don't even need to worry about stuff. Oh, level 12. I'm sorry, but... for some reason I cannot jump down this. Unfortunate. What's the way to enter them? It must be this way. This way, past these wild jackals and down here. Indeed, it's down here. Now let's run away from this jackal and see no fighting damage from it. I see the jackal went there. But interesting. You wish we could teleport IRL? Then you wouldn't be spending half your time refueling your car. I mean, technically there is limitations to teleportation in this universe. Most people cannot teleport everywhere at once, but you can. At least your character can. The Warrior of Light has a special thing called magic. Well, no, actually the Warrior of Light has a special thing called... Well, it's just a special thing that allows them to go really, really fast. So, go away this time. A megalo crab. That is a giant crab. That is definitely deserving of the title Megalo Crab. Yes, indeed. Just like certain things are deserving of certain other titles. But Megalo Crab, especially deserving of such a title. Western Lenosha is down here. If I had a magic power, I might as well fall down here since it's not like I am going to die. Candlekeep Way. Interesting choice of name. Ferry skip out. Okay. The ferry for Aleport will become... So I have to reach level 15 to go to the place, which is... If I had a magic power, what would I want it to be? Well, I mean, I'm assuming you're meaning outside of my already magic power of lightning. If you know what I mean. But if I was to have any magic power, super intelligence. Super intelligence, or at least super magical intelligence. Well, is super magical intelligence a thing? It's probably a thing. Lost lamb. Oh, I don't want to kill a little sheep. I'm sorry, little sheep. Oh, I'm sorry. But I have to complete my hunting log. Why do I have to kill a sheep to complete a hunting log? But I'm already smart enough as is. That's a good joke. Now I'm being silly. Thank you for the compliment. Right, Severin here. Now, what I do here is I emote. As you can see, Final Fantasy ever so occasionally uses emotes in its game. So, questioning him. What's this now? Dalevan sent you for the oranges? Huh, so the old bugger had known all this time. What does it matter anyways? Listen, you're one of those goody-goody adventurer types, right? Go rescue me mates from those double-dealing goblins. They're just over yonder by the bonfire? That's no good. That's no good. Those are pretty key. Goblins. You're waiting for a game where emotes affect your life choices? Maybe, maybe. That'd be interesting to know. Aramus, you come up. You as well, Aylmer. Severin sent you? Ha. The way he flew out of here, I was sure he'd sold us down the river. Oh. So Severin actually wanted to help. Oh. If you hadn't come, my dodo would have been cooked. Cooked dodo. Fun fact. Dodos are not extinct in this world. And you, Aylmer? I owe you one. Would have gotten away myself if not for Severin shoving me aside. Severin, why would you do that? Right, muscless Gubu. Certainly not muscless, as I've said earlier. You saved me, mates, and for that I owe you, but a pirate knows no shame. I've no qualms about going back on my word. I'm only giving you the sack because I like the cut of your jib. Take it to Ossine and send him my regards. All right, Severin. I shall do that. This had better not be a fake sack of oranges. Where's the Lothagran checkpoint? Oh, it's over here. Good to know, good to know, good to know. Hooray. I enjoy checkpoints. Checkpoints are pretty cool. Both kinds of checkpoints, as in like the checkpoint locations where you go to and speak to people, and actual checkpoints. Well, not actual checkpoints. I suppose the proper word to use would be... and here we can see Carbuncle having a very nice time. But as I was saying, checkpoints as in checkpoints in video games which load. That moment when you open a stack of oranges but you get tangerines? At least it's not a Tangelo. That's a joke. I don't really have oranges much. All I know is Tangelo is a funny word, seriously. What have we here? A delivery from Summerford Farms and as scheduled. There's a first time for everything. Indeed, there is. Well, actually, this isn't the first time. But it is a good time. Not a single one missing. The only things not here are the bagmen. And here's Stalevern's payment in full. Nice. Thank you, Mr. Friend. Thank you indeed. Well, it seems I shall return to Summerford Farms and speak to Stalevern now. Gotta show him my stuff. Well, show him my own stuff. Good one? Thank you, I guess. Like I said, I do not personally enjoy oranges, though. For some reason or another, I don't know what. Back in one piece? That's a relief. How did you fare, Yakimo? Here's the sack of gill. Ah, this is what I was aiming for. Looks like all I was owed, all right. Though I'd be telling you false if I had claimed I had not held out more hope for 7. I was even willing to overlook the skimming off the top, but to sell us short in favor of those godforsaken goblins, you'd do well to mind yourself around that too, Guilty. If he'd leave his own mates for dead, there's no telling what he'd do to you. He doesn't sound very nice. Oh, ice shard. That's interesting. A hempen acton or a hempen cowl. Hempen cowl's pretty cool. Let me try using this hempen cowl. Cowl. It counts as the headgear. Nice. Looks pretty cool, if you ask me. Well, oh. What's the next MSQ then? Oh. Downstairs, apparently. Inside? No. It's not Stalevern, I know that much. Oh, where is... Oh, it's that person. Right next to Stalevern. I see. Do I find oranges sour or sweet? I just don't have any fruits for some reason. I would not like to explain it very much, because it is not very funny at all. Ah, Gherkint. Blast, at this rate the crops will never be ready for harvest. If only we had black loam, just a bit could send us dorks soaring. I'd bet Rotvita knows where you might find some. Perhaps you might pay her a visit in the orchard? Indeed. Fair enough, sorry for crying. It's all good, it's all good. No problem at all, Kai. No problem at all. As you can see here, this is Limsa Lominsa. A massive network of, well, giant castles on rocks. Castles on the rocks. That makes me actually think of something. I wonder... Castles on the rocks. Rotvita? That Gherkint's got a head of cabbage if he thinks I'm fetching him any black loam. But if you dare to pinch some from the cookpot, then be my guest. Just mind you don't get trampled upon by the oryx that dwell there. Oh, once you've got 3 bushels worth, take it to at Tiller's Rest. He'll know what to do. Okay. So, where is it? Oh, it's over there. It's over there, there. Over there. Over there. Let's go. Running around at the D-Cloud. I'm sorry, Grounded Raider, but I am unfortunately preoccupied at this moment. So I will have to ask you to come and fight me later, if anything. Thank you for leaving me alone. Huh, did I just notice something on the... Ah, interesting. Apparently enemies appear on the map. I have never noticed this before. Oh no. Oh no. This does not look good. Or around here. I really don't want to fight you. I'm sorry. I'm sure you're all fine, but, like, you know, oh, the hempen cow gets bound to me. Okay, right. If I attack an enemy, something gets bound to me. That means I can't trade it anymore. I think. Not certain. It's weird. Black climb 1, 2... Oh, ruin. Ruin. Quick little ruin. And then you should be dead, so ruin the other one too. Your day is officially ruined. Get it? Get it? It's a reference to ruining stuff. Those castles look like they could be goblets you can pour good drinks on. Indeed, they do, actually, as a matter of fact, look like goblets. They look pretty cool. I wonder what black loam is. Actually, let's take a look at that. Well, that's one way to put it. Quite literally a steaming sack of shite. Yeah, that is definitely one way to put it. Alright. Off to Tilla's Rest to deliver those literal steaming sacks of shite. I wonder if there are lightning spells? Yes, there are indeed lightning spells. Actually, it's called thunder in this game, but I mean, technically, it's definitely lightning. I'm pretty sure it's called thunder. Yeah, it's definitely called thunder. Thunder is a black mage spell. It does thunder damage, and it's pretty cool. But unfortunately, you have to actually be black mage to do it. And considering I am currently an arcanist, it'll take a while for me to get black mage. Right. Farewell, you can get it. Are even the weeds wither and die in this desolate dirt? Okay, have some poop. But a bit of this black loam ought to change all that. I haven't seen any in ages. Gathering black loam's not for the weak of will, nor the weak of stomach, eh? Haha. Oh, don't tell me Gurkhant and Rotweeder neglected to mention where black loam comes from. Well, surely you figured it out on your own from the cloying stench. It comes from the Auroch's lair of all places. Ahem. Well, why dwell on who misled whom about what? What matters is that your efforts have brought us the black loam, and we can expect a bountiful harvest as a result. Thank you. It's no problem at all. Get some copper wristlets, and let's go. Plowshares, the swords. Confounded pirates. They know nothing of tillin', only killin'. Stealing our shovels to melt and forge into axes? That's very rude. They're biting the hand that feeds them. I'd love to teach them a lesson in obedience myself, if I hadn't sworn to Stalevern that I wouldn't fight no more. So I need you to bring back our farm tools and make sure those dogs reap what they've sowed. Alright, I'll try, at the very least, to get those pirates to give the tools back. There's apparently a very big fate here. I have no clue what the fate could be, but it's apparently a fate. Oh, wait. Right. I'm pretty sure I've done this fate before. Uh-oh. Now you come as a ruby carbuncle. Ruby ruin. Ruby ruin. Wah, wah. Energy drain. You feathers. Boom, bam, and bang. Well, you gotta go now? Good luck with the rest of your stream. Lots of hugs and positive vibes to you and everyone in chat. Have a nice day. Oh, thank you, Kai. Thank you. I hope you have a nice day as well. A fantastic one. An especially fantastic one, as a matter of fact. Because fantastic days are the best days. Among the best of all time, as a matter of fact as well. Da, 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 da. Let's talk to you. I wonder what those sea dogs will try and steal next. Okay. Without tools like these, the tillers who frequent Tiller's Rest would have a hard time tilling. That's kind of obvious. Good to see the tools back. Which will be more than we can say of Severin when we get our hands on him. Severin gave them to pirates? Oh no, that's not good. Stalevern ought to know what sort of scalawag he's dealing with. Alright, I shall take word to Stalevern. Unfortunately, I don't get enough gold to teleport everywhere, but, you know, I can at least teleport to some places. If you know what I mean. I have no idea what that's a reference to, and I made the reference. Pirates making off with our tools? Frewell did well not to take matters into his own hands. Last thing I need is blood on my crops. But I'll be damned if Severin thinks he can take us for fools. His treachery won't go unpunished. Bronze knives? No, that's rogues. Maple pinkatrix. Let's get that. That should be good. Level 14, Lucid Dreaming. Now, lucid dreaming is apparently really important, by the way, for your magic. At least, recommended gear, equip, and there we go. I've come to expect a great deal from you, lass, and you've never once let me down. Yet what I'd ask of you now goes beyond anything I've asked of you before. Would you hear my plea all the same? Absolutely. I'll hear your plea to the best of my ability. It eases my mind to have your ear. You're no doubt familiar with that scoundrel Severin by now. Well, the scheming scapegrace is at it again. Since that letter came for him, he's been skulking around. Letter? Interesting. What letter? In that manner he does when he's up to no good. Now he's rounded up his rogues and buggered off, with nary a word to anyone. I've grown accustomed to his insolence, but something tells me this is different. It isn't exactly damning, but when I last had words with him, he didn't look defiant so much as hunted. I can't help thinking he's gone looking for trouble and found more than he wanted. Alright, I'll go help him hunt down his hide and drag him back here. The ungrateful little cur bites me every chance he gets, but I can't quite bring myself to cut him loose. I suppose he reminds me a bit of my younger self. Suffice it to say, I'd rather he didn't come to a sticky end. As for how to find him, I'd try asking Green Vida at the Aetheryte. He was the last one to see him. Alright then. I dare say she'll be able to tell you where he was headed. Indeed, I'll go ask Green Vida where he is. Right, Green Vida. Have you seen him? Nothing that passes through those gates escapes my notice. Okay. Woad Whisper Canyon? Cheeky Fuzz said I should join them? Oh no, that's not good. Give them a cuff around the ear. Alright. This does not sound good, at least, though. Let's take a look. Where is Woad Whisper Canyon? Oh no. That does look quite a way off. Quite a way off indeed. A very, 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 very big way off. You know what I mean? Let's take a run. A running start. A running start will always help. E-Cloud. Especially when you're looking for something. Which is what I am doing. I'm looking for something. Well, I'm being a bit silly. I'm pretty sure I've already done hello work, by the way. 6 or more levels above the recommended level for this bait. All right, then. I shall not do the fate, then. Instead, I will go help Severin, or whatever his name is. I think it's Severin. Yeah, it's definitely Severin. But Carbuncle is right behind me, on the way to the canyon. The descent. Well, that certainly sounds ominous. Oh no, Aylmer. He doesn't seem very good. Of all the dirty, deceitful, downright dastardly deeds that slippery bastard's done. Nice alliteration. Claiming to take the lads out for a drink only to lead us straight into a bloody trap. It don't go no lower than that. Luckily, I've learned to stay a step ahead of him, so I was ready, but the others weren't so lucky. You've got to help him. All right, I will help them. Because a trap, that's no good. Time to rescue the henchman. So you... Avernus, I guess? My axe might as well have been a white flag for all the good it did. Hope you fare better than that, or the sorry lads are as good as done for. Well, of course, I will. And solo duty time. You know what that means? Level sync. Severin might have got us into this mess, but I ain't about to let him give his life for us. I'd sooner bow to a fishback than be in that conniving bastard's debt. To arms. Okay. One level down. That's not too bad. Not too bad at all. A true knave. You betray even yourself, Severin. Ugh. We were prepared to overlook the matter of your desertion on the condition that you provided us with suitable replacements. That was the agreement. Yet your latest change of heart leaves your debt to us unpaid. You are they who betray the Serpent Reavers twice. You will not do so a third time. Cowering behind your protector will only delay the inevitable. Honorless wretch, your life is all you have left. And worthless though it be, we shall take. Oh no. O mournful voice of creation, send unto me a creature of the abyss, my thrall to command, that I may smite mine enemies. Oh no, that doesn't look good. Sudden golem all of a sudden. That's no good at all. Dun, 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 da, da, da. Huh? Da, da. Da, da. Da, da. Da, da. Da, 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 da. Dun, 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 dun. Indeed, I am strong enough to withstand that my masked assailant, I guess is the word. Impossible. Never has the golem been so sorely tested. The golem's dead. Realize? It's dead. Duty complete. That the golem could be vanquished. That woman is no ordinary adventurer. Oh, and I sensed or heard him. Or her. Or them. I sensed them. I seen. Interesting. No. Oh, it's Ishtar. The snake slithered away. I am only glad he did not have the chance to sink his fangs more deeply into you. name. And here is the echo. Echo, 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 echo. I don't think it's been explained before, but the echo is what lets you see into the past. Those pirates do not belong to any of the known Lominsan factions. Who then do they serve? The beast tribes? Surely not. But the timing of their appearance coincides all too neatly with the recent surge in Sahagin and Kobold activity. Something is afoot. The question is, what? Could it be that the tribes are planning to summon their primals? 12 help us if it should prove so. Limsa would be hard-pressed to keep a single primal at bay, let alone 2. But all is yet speculation. I must needs find evidence. The seas continue to rise, while the lesser moon continues to fall. Of course the seas rise. The moon controls the movement of the seas, and ilm by ilm, the world becomes ever more unlike itself. It is as Louis Wa foretold. The coming of chaos has rendered the laws of nature mutable, blurring the boundary between the material and ethereal planes. Little now stands between us and the primals, but they are not here yet. Though time be against us, hope shall ever be on our side. Never did the creed of Shalayan ring more true. Never did I dream that I would possess the means to see ether, yet now that I do begin to take it for granted. How swiftly do the wonders of Shalayan seem commonplace. Oh, little flower girl. Here, for you. Have you come from the festivity? Today the maelstrom officially makes that great hole in the sea its training ground. Join in the celebrations. All right, then. Oh, he's sniffing that flower and fireworks. Nice. Ether device time. Wait, a disturbance in the etheric flow. But whence does it emanate? Sea Song Grotto, perhaps? Oh! This must have been just before. Well, just before I was there. Or just when I was there. Either or. But the ones with the red moon were from definitely 5 years ago. What have we here? Can you walk? 'Tis I. Regrettably, no. He eluded me. Understood. I will inform the Commodore. You collapsed from your exertion. Are you suitably recovered? Severin here has apprised me of all that transpired. His account sheds some light upon how you came to be attacked by a golem of all things. A golem is a mindless automaton, inert save when commanded to be otherwise. Common pirates could not hope to control such a thing, so arcane are its workings. But then these tattooed wretches are no common pirates. They are the minions of the Sahagin. As to their purpose, well, I shall get to the bottom of it. But first, I must escort Severin back to his place of employment. I dare say Stalevarin will be wondering what has become of him. And you too, for that matter. I will bear word to him of your preservation, but I am certain he would like to thank you in person. Pray, pay the man a visit. Ah, he told me of you, but perhaps he did not tell you of me. My name is Ishtola. I am a naturalist of sorts, surveying the ether in the hope that it might offer up some clue as to our predicament. I'd say I owed you my life, but that don't cover it. If it weren't for you, my friends would be dead and all. 'Tis a debt I can never repay, but I'll not make things worse by running away. Take me to Summerford Farms, and I'll face the consequences. Indeed, Severin, indeed, I'll take you. For reasons I cannot fathom, you seem... Forgive me. Mayhap we shall have a chance to speak again when I have marshalled my thoughts. Until our paths cross next, farewell. Until our paths cross next, farewell. Farewell, Ishtola. Farewell, and have a nice day. Or something. Right. Now to Stalewind, then. And lastly, that means almost time to finish up for the day. I've had a lot of fun here. It's been pretty decent. Pretty fun. But I have a bit of a headache. I am slightly headachy for some reason. I don't know why. Unfortunately, it tends to happen when you're in a hot or humid room a lot, so yeah, hot or humid room. Dale Van. Okay. He's given a little lecture to Severin. Lo, I knew you'd return. Ishtola delivered Severin a bit ago. Tales of your heroic deeds precede you. The rest came shuffling back too, the lot of them sporting the same haunted expression. Not haunted. It's me who's to blame for that and the rest. I was once a serpent weaver. What? A thrall to the Sahagin? 7 hells. Reapers may sound and act like pirates, but they're naught but the fishback flunkies. Us pirates ain't much for laws, but there's things we won't do. We've got a code, see, but the Reavers have never followed a word of it. A few years back, they started snatching law-abiding Lominsans. I'd only just taken my oath when our captain bent the knee to his new Sahagin masters. I knew I had to get away, so I crept off one night, got myself a new name, and found myself a new home. Summerford Farms. Trouble is, secrets don't stay secret for long round here, and word soon spread, all the way back to the sea. The penalty for desertion is death, but the Reavers offered me a way out instead. My freedom in exchange for my mates. The letter. I don't know what I was thinking. I wasn't bloody thinking. Too busy soiling myself. But you got there in the end, didn't you? When the time came, you made the right decision. The men say little to me, but I bet hear 'em talk of how you stood up to the Reavers at the test last. Of how you tried to give your life to save theirs. Be that as it may, no deed, however good, can atone for the crime of betraying your brethren. I know that, I do. That's why I'm going to hand myself over to the Yellow Jacksons. I'll bring shame to the farm no more. You'll hear no arguments from me. Each man must set sail according to his own moral compass. I just hope yours guides you back here someday. There'll always be a place for you at Summerford Farms, lad. Farms, not Psalms. And I'll always be on your depths, Dale Ben. And there we go. A nice note to finish up on. With that, I am finishing up for the night. I hope everyone had a good day, enjoyed the stream and all. can join my Discord if you want to see more stuff about the streams. I announce pretty much everything in there, so yeah. More important than Twitter or anything. But regardless, with that, I'll be logging off. See you, everyone. Goodbye, good night, and bye-bye, Kerr. Bye-bye, Kerr. Bye-bye, Kerr.